What a great morning to be a Fulham fan, and what a great Friday morning to be a Fulham manager. Did you sleep much last night?
Not good morning all. Not because we played against Chelsea, and not because we got a great result for us. Normal after the match, and when they are late matches, and normal it's difficult to sleep, but not because we played against Chelsea.
Yeah, and looking at the table this morning, you're sixth in the table, off to Newcastle. Looks like a match to maybe see two clubs looking at Champions League football for next season.
Not at all. I speak for ourselves, not at all. Understand your question. Of course, we are in a great position on the table, but we are not here to change anything from our goals until we don't achieve that. This is clear for me. The goals still at the same level. No one in our football club will change the goals if you don't achieve it. And until you don't achieve or remain this club in Premier League, you are not changing anything from our aim and from our ambitions. You are an ambition football club. Definitely, I'm really ambitious as a manager. My players too. But you have to be realistic. We are really pleased the way you have been playing, the way you have been achieved great results for us. But Premier League is really tough. And a good example is the next game that we are going to play against a top side. Brilliant work from Eddie as well. Their players. It will be difficult for us because almost don't have time to prepare the game. I think it is unfair for us to start that game at 2 p.m. on a Sunday. Not because the game will be, more because the way they schedule the game against Chelsea for a Thursday night is difficult to understand. After a so busy period after the World Cup, playing almost 3 days for all the football clubs as well, a game that wasn't scheduled, they decided to put our game against Chelsea on a Thursday night, 2 days and a half before the Newcastle match. It will be difficult. We finished the game yesterday at 10 p.m. and we are going to start the game at 2 p.m. It's not taking care of the players. I know that Premier League is tough. It's tough for everyone, has to be. But it's not. It's really dangerous, I have to say. It's really dangerous for the players that they are going to start the game again at 2 p.m. and you have to take care of the players if you want to see good games, if you want to have them in the best physical conditions they can, you have to take care of the players. And with this time between both games, you are not taking care of the players. It's really dangerous. And even to be fair, it's not fair for us to have so different time than Newcastle to prepare a game and to have the players in best physical we can. Of course, it's not about Newcastle, it's more about the game against Chelsea that they put in one Thursday night before the Newcastle match.
And because Newcastle have had 2 extra days to prepare as well, you think they've got an unfair advantage?
But it's not their fault. It's not the Newcastle fault at all. Newcastle played last Tuesday. They did really well again. It's because the way they schedule our game against Chelsea. It's not our game against Newcastle. Is there from the beginning of the season. The situation is why the game with Chelsea was yesterday night. That is the thing that, in my opinion, is not fair for our football club. I'm saying that. I can speak about Chelsea as well, that they are going to play at 2 p.m. on Saturday against Palace, with a game that finished yesterday at 10 p.m.
Aleksandar Mitrović, though, will be well rested. He's had 12 days since he last played. He's back available.
Yes.
That's a big bonus, obviously, isn't it?
It's a big bonus, but he's just one player because it's not. We play with 11 plus more 5 that they can come, and let's see. We have to assess all the players in 1-2 hours time when they start for our training session, and tomorrow we are going to travel to Newcastle. We have to assess them. For sure, we are going there with full confidence, and of course, with Mitro back is always important for us.
Obviously, Robinson suspended for Sunday. Kazawa has only played, I think, once in the Premier League against Newcastle back in October. That match didn't end well. Is Kazawa ready for Premier League football, do you think?
I hope. He showed that he's ready, but again, is a moment for him to pop up. What I said before the Chelsea match, I repeat again, just different players. What I said about Vinicius was a moment for him to pop up, was a great chance for him to show his quality, his desire, and his ambition to play. And hopefully did it, and I'm really pleased for him, and will be the same for Kurzawa. Will be, of course, needs time game, needs more minutes to be better and better and better, but of course will be a great chance for him.
Last night was a great night though for Fulham at the Cottage. I mean, there were some great scenes. I mean, Willian coming off got an amazing ovation at 34. He's playing some superb football, isn't he? I mean, you must feel really pleased about his renaissance, because at Arsenal it looked like he was maybe finished.
I'm repeating every single week with you, but I didn't have doubts about what he can produce for ourselves. It was just a matter of to have the good feeling from him, and he got the same from our football club, for the staffs and the teammates as well. That is main thing for me. The quality was always there, and he's a top player. I think it was important for him again last night. I think mixed feelings for sure. A player that played 7 years and with the blue shirt, now he's playing in the neighbours. He's enjoying the moment, as he said, and I heard him, and he said that was a special night for our football club, and of course was, and mainly for our fans. He's been really tough the last 15-20 years in this fixture against Chelsea. The superiority for them is being massive, and of course with the great result we achieved yesterday, for sure was a special night for our fans.
Sure. Just one last one. We're halfway through the transfer window. We keep asking you, you don't give much away, but you're still being linked with right backs. I mean, Traoré at Rennes, Karsdorp at Roma, obviously Cedric's been mentioned. Can you offer anything about the search for right back?
No, we are going to, and we are trying some right backs. About the Rome's player is not true, I have to tell you. About the Rennes player is not true as well. And now everybody is throwing names on the table, and these two for sure they are not true. I'm not saying that Cedric is true or not, but the other two for sure they are not true. We are looking for that position. I will not hide to you, and all the others is not important for us to talk about.
You would like to work with Cedric again, yeah?
No, it's not the situation of Cedric. Cedric is an Arsenal player. He's there. He's fully involved in their squad. They are fighting for something really important to them. We are here fighting as well. Cairney is performing at very, very good level. He's improving as well. I'm really pleased the way he's performing. My main thing right now is to keep him as fit as he can, because last few seasons, even this season, he had some problems, some injuries that stopped a little bit the way he was playing in that moments. And for me, is the main thing to work with him, to try to take the best from him as well, and let's see what we can do during January.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Hi, Marco. Something that really keeps cropping up is the versatility of some players in your squad, and I noticed that again in the performance last night. Given what you said about this game on Sunday and the proximity, but also the schedule of the Premier League this season with the World Cup anyway, how much of a priority on your list as a manager is the versatility of a player that you can potentially bring in here?
It is important. I think it's important, really. Of course, main thing for me is to have competition inside, and we try always to have competition. Is the best way for us to grow as a football club, for our squad to be better. When the competition is harder, and in every training session, the players they have to do their maximum every single day, and will be better for me. For sure, more headache for me to take decisions for each game, but will be much better for us and make the players to be better and to grow individual as well. This is the main thing. And as you said, if you have players with different profiles that they can do different things on the pitch, and is always important. I think we have very good examples. Bob is a fantastic example in our squad. Some others as well. Andreas Pereira yesterday, an amazing performance from him, and with different roles and showing different faces during the match as well. Just two good examples. We have more, and I'm really pleased for you.
When things are going well and you are sixth in the table and it's January and there's a transfer window open, is one of the cons to that are you doing more behind the scenes to hold on to players that you've got rather than looking for bringing in new ones?
Definitely, but this is something that I said in the summer too, and we were not even started the Premier League, how it was important for us to keep our best players in. Unfortunately, we sold 2 players that they probably will be important for us this season. And I will repeat again the same. The most important players, they are here in our football club. The most important ones, they are inside our dressing room. Our dressing room is so special. And of course, one of the main reasons for us are playing so well and are achieving good results is there in our dressing room. Quality, character, personality as well, commitment, and of course we have to improve. We are looking forward to improve and to reinforce our squad, but just with players that they can add something for ourselves, not just as the football players, but someone that come and fits well that inside our dressing room, something that we look for as well.
Newcastle on Sunday, and you've already spoken about Eddie Howe, the job that he's been doing there. What is it that's impressed you about what he's done in his time at the club the most? Because talking about his appointment and the money that the club had, a lot of people were quite surprised he didn't bring in more names right at the beginning. So is it the management of the way that he's got the best out of the players that he had? Or?
Eddie is doing a brilliant job, definitely. Last season, the huge impact he made in that football club. Of course, they didn't bring big names, but they signed top players. Sometimes it's not the name, but the players they signed, they have spent a big amount last January market and last summer as well. They have this capacity, and of course Eddie has to be pleased for it, but his job is being brilliant. One of the main things that I highlight and come on my eyes clear when I see them play, apart from their quality, because they have, of course, is the intensity that they are playing. Probably is one of the teams that play with more intensity in this league, on the ball and off the ball as well. How they, in some moments, they can be so direct when they are preparing their attacks, so strong when they're attacking behind, when they are in their defensive organization. How they are so intense, they press every time, how they are so aggressive in a good way, of course. Off the ball and on the ball is one of the most important things in their squad, of course. Playing in their stadium with their crowd behind, it's an amazing study to play football, and of course the fans, they make the things difficult for the opposition side as well, and of course will be another very good test for us.